but we are not here to clean it. And we are not going to do any cosmetic work on it either. Our target today is straightforward and clear.
Dear viewers, every car lover has a car in their heart that defined their childhood. For Rolando, that car was not a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It was this, the biggest JDM icon of the 90s, the second-generation Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. But sadly, today this car has been rotting away in this abandoned place for the past 15 years. It has such a thick layer of dust and dirt on it that even identifying its color has become difficult. Seeing its condition is breaking my heart. All four wheels are jammed, the steering is not moving, and the tires have completely deteriorated. But we are not here to clean it, and we are not going to do any cosmetic work on it either. Our target today is straightforward and clear. Is this engine still alive, or has it died forever? Come on, let us not waste any more time and take it straight to the shop. Bringing the car into the shop was the hardest job because the brakes were jammed and the steering was completely stuck. But eventually we managed to get the car inside the garage. When we opened the bonnet struts were completely dead, so we had to hold it up with a wooden stick. Looking at the condition of the engine bay, it looks like mice had built an entire city in here. More than half of the wiring harness wires are cut. But the first and most important question is this: does the engine turn over? If the engine is seized, then things are going to go to a whole new level. Let us now put a long pipe, also known as a breaker bar, on the crankshaft main pulley bolt and check. I am putting my full body weight on this pipe, but it is not moving even a single millimeter. The engine is completely seized. This means the rust has declared war between the pistons and the cylinders. Now we will have to disassemble the front components so we can see where exactly the problem is. It was necessary to remove the radiator so we could get clear access to the crankshaft and timing area. After loosening the radiator bolts, the hoses and fans were separated. The belts have been removed, but the engine is still refusing to move. When the first spark plug came out, whatever little hope we had left was shattered. The rust and watermarks on the tips of the plugs are clearly telling us that water had entered inside the engine block. We poured penetrator fluid inside the cylinders to give the pistons some lubrication and to loosen up the rust. Now we are opening the valve cover bolts and lifting off the valve cover. The camshafts and timing belt are now in front of us. Look at this timing belt. It has completely jumped off its position, and cracks have formed all over it. This car has an interference engine, which means if the timing belt breaks or jumps, the pistons and valves collide with each other and get bent. I fully believe that is exactly what happened here. Come on, let us now lift the car up and take a look at the disaster underneath. Because this is an Eclipse GSX, its all-wheel drive system is very different and far more complex than a regular car. You cannot remove the gearbox without first taking out the transfer case and drive shaft. The axles, drive shafts, and steering linkages were removed one by one. After a lot of hard work and heavy tools, the transmission was finally separated from the engine block. After removing the clutch and flywheel, we now place a pan under the oil pan drain bolt and open it. Are you kidding me? This is not oil. It is completely full of water. The engine oil pan had more water in it than petrol or oil. This means this engine has been submerged in water for years and has suffered heavy damage. The crankshaft bearings and rod bearings will have completely given up. After seeing this, removing the cylinder head has now become absolutely necessary. Bringing the car back down, we now open the head bolts and separate this heavy aluminum cylinder head from the block. When the head was separated from the block, the sight inside left everyone completely silent. There was a full wall of rust standing inside the cylinders. There was no gap left between the pistons and the cylinder walls. They had basically welded themselves together. The valves have become so weak that they are breaking with just a slight touch. And the pitting that has occurred inside the cylinders means this block can never be reused again. To save this block, it would need to be bored out, or a new engine will have to be found. My childhood crush is completely dead on the inside. Not every story has a happy ending. Rolando's first crush broke our hearts. This second-generation Eclipse GSX can never beat again with this engine. But this is the truth of this mechanical field. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you learn. Friends, today was a hard day, but we are not going to give up. Now we have to decide whether we put a new engine in it or leave it here. If you enjoyed this honest and raw teardown, then tell us in the comments what we should do with this car. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time. Goodbye.